What's your darkest family moment that no one talks about anymore? My sister and I accidentally started a house fire that killed our neighbor's cat, and our parents covered it up. We were 12 and 10, home alone on a Saturday afternoon in July. Mom and Dad went to pick up groceries and hit up Costco for their monthly haul. They left us with the usual rules: no cooking anything on the stove, no going past the backyard fence, just watch TV and don't burn the house down. Classic parent joke that wasn't so funny later. But we got bored after like 30 minutes of cartoons. It was one of those sweltering summer days where the AC was barely keeping up, and we'd already beaten every video game twice that week. My sister Lily found this old science experiment book in the basement and got obsessed with making magic potions in the backyard. Started innocent enough: baking soda and vinegar volcanoes, food coloring mixed with dish soap to make colored bubbles, kid stuff that Mom usually didn't mind us doing. Then Lily found Dad's lighter fluid for the grill sitting on the patio table. He'd been cleaning the grates earlier that morning and left it out, just a tiny bit, she said, unscrewing the cap, to make the next potion bubble and fizz more. I should have stopped her. I knew it was dangerous, but I was 10 and curious, and Lily always seemed to know what she was doing. She was the older sister, the responsible one who never got in real trouble. She squeezed maybe a tablespoon into our plastic mixing bowl that already had soap and baking soda in it. Nothing happened at first, so she grabbed Dad's barbecue lighter from the grill. Just to see what happens, she said. The mixture caught fire instantly, way bigger than either of us expected. This wasn't a little flame. It was like a mini explosion that shot up 3 feet high and scared us both senseless. We both screamed and Lily panicked. Instead of dropping the bowl or getting water, she threw the whole flaming mess toward the back fence to get it away from us, but she threw it too hard. It sailed right over our chain link fence and landed in Mrs. Harris's backyard, right next to her wooden garden shed where she kept all her gardening tools and bags of mulch. The dry summer had left everything brittle. The shed caught fire in seconds. We watched in horror as flames spread up the walls faster than anything I'd ever seen. We could hear Fluffy, Mrs. Harris's orange tabby cat, crying and yowling from inside the shed. He must have been napping in there like he always did during hot afternoons. I ran to get our garden hose, but it wouldn't reach far enough. Lily was crying and trying to climb the fence to help, but the flames were already too big and hot. By the time someone called 911 and the fire truck showed up, the whole shed was gone. Just black charred wood and ash. They found Fluffy curled up in the corner where Mrs. Harris's potting soil used to be stored. Mrs. Harris was absolutely hysterical. She'd had Fluffy for 8 years, since he was a kitten. He was basically her only companion after her husband died 2 years earlier. When our parents got home from Costco, we were both sobbing on the front lawn, surrounded by fire trucks and neighbors. The whole street smelled like smoke and burnt wood. We told them everything through tears and snot. The experiments, the lighter fluid, Lily throwing the bowl, Fluffy dying because of us. We expected the worst punishment of our lives: getting grounded until high school, losing TV privileges forever, maybe even getting sent to military school. Instead, Dad pulled us inside real quick while Mom talked to the fire chief. He sat us down at the kitchen table with this serious expression I'd never seen before. "This never happened," he said in a voice that didn't sound like our dad anymore. "You two were inside watching TV all afternoon. The fire started from faulty electrical wiring in her old shed." Lily and I looked at each other confused. "But Dad, we started the fire. We killed Fluffy." "No," he said firmly. "You didn't. Sometimes these old sheds just catch fire on their own. Happens all the time with bad wiring and hot weather." Mom came back inside and nodded along when Dad explained the plan. She agreed completely, like they'd discussed this strategy before. When the fire chief knocked on our door 20 minutes later to ask if we'd seen anything suspicious, Mom answered with the straightest face. "The kids were inside watching cartoons all afternoon," she told him. "Didn't see anything until they heard the sirens." Mrs. Harris moved away 3 months later. "Couldn't stand living in that house anymore without Fluffy," she told the other neighbors. "Too many memories." We never talked about it again as a family. Not once in 15 years.